foremost, we want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ba'ashem.
Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us his truth, and shalom also to the Akim pushing his word in sincerity and the truth, and to the spoken word across the four corners of the world, and to the few sisters who are listening. To you we say shalom. Lord will, this will be an edifying lesson. And it's just another day, man, prophesying against Babylon the Great. You know, everything that's going on in this world, hey, it's not a coincidence, man. Hey, we got chapters in the Bible, like Mark the 13th chapter, Matthew the 24th chapter, things that are jumping off the page right now. And right now isn't the time to be playing around. Right now, we're telling you to repent because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Right now isn't the time to be playing around. Like it says in Romans 13 and 11, it says, and that knowing the time, brethren, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now our salvation is nearer than we believe. Yep. So right now that our salvation is nearer than we believe, right now we're supposed to be cleaving unto the Lord harder than ever, man. We shouldn't be sleeping. We shouldn't be sluggish. We shouldn't be slacking. Because right now, everything that we're putting in this work is counting, man. Every single shot that we put up, we gotta make sure that we put that shot up with confidence, man. That we're just not putting shit up just to put it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, back up. Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye the Lord Yahweh while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
And he's here.
So no, that's not good. So now is the time to get right with the Lord. Now is the time where the Lord is near, man. He has his men set up out here, all right, you know, compelling the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, and the speckled birds to come into the house, man.
That's right.
All right, before it's too late. All right, now is the time of salvation. You see?
That's right.
The doors of mercy are closing. It's going to be shut very soon, and then judgment is going to break forth, man.
That's right.
And if you don't got the Lord's covering, you're going to get put to death out here, man. You're going to suffer great destruction, calamities, famine, the sword is coming for the wicked. You see, so acknowledge your sins and turn to the Lord now. Turn to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai now before it's too late. Right. Come learn of the Lord before it's too late.
Hey, and time is running out, man. Right now, it's not time to play around. Hey, right now they just put Russia just put troops in Nicaragua, man. You think that things like that aren't going to go unnoticed? Hey, the economists, hey, the United States just came out that they're going to bring out that digital currency soon, man. So everything that's coming down the pipe, hey, you better get right with the Lord, because right now it's not time to play around, man.
I got something. This is Ecclesiasticus, sometimes referred to as 5:7. It says, make no tarrying to turn to Yahweh, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish day vengeance.
That's right, your security, man. Hey, you people that are putting off the Lord day to day, you're just putting him off like he doesn't mean anything, man. That's going off. The scriptures say that for it was in your mind to go astray, coming back, hey, seeking 10 times more. That means everything, no matter what situation you're in, you're supposed to put the Lord first, man. Fuck everything else. You're supposed to put the Lord first.
All right, if I can back you up, Baruch 4:28, for as it was your mind to go astray from God, so being returned, seeking 10 times more.
That's right. And us returning back, man, we gotta seek the Lord 10 times more. Right now isn't the time to put the Lord off from day to day. Because guess what? Hey, while you're laying up treasures for yourself, trying to build a career over here, trying to invest in stocks, trying to get your portfolio going on for your Bitcoin and all of this going on, hey, the Lord is going to come upon you and destroy your security, man. This is not a joke. Everything that's coming down the pipe, hey, all of this is serious, man. This is 1 Peter 4:17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And it will first begin at us, which shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High. So judgment is going to start with us first, man. We have to get right. But guess what? That judgment is going to trickle down. By the time it gets to you 2/3, you people are going to be absolutely destroyed, man.
Right, well, judgment is going to come to those that know that they're Israelites, you know, but they're not teaching the 100% truth. You see all these false camps out here, man. Right. They're going to be put to shame and ultimately to death. And then to the rest of the 2/3, because these false camps are 2/3 as well, man. All right, but the Lord has a hedge around his men. See, Psalms 91 says, with thine own eyes, we'll see the reward of the wicked.
That's
You
right.
see, that's what's coming, man. We're going to be rejoicing. Because the Lord's words are coming to pass, man. All right? He's going to do all his pleasure, as the scripture says.
That's right.
This is the book of Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake up out of sleep. For now it's our salvation nearer than what we really believe. So, hey, our salvation is nearer than what we believe, man, You see all hell breaking loose on a small scale, how much more on a mega scale, which is coming to our people, especially the ones who know that they're Israelites, especially the ones, who's teaching falsely, and trick down all the way down to the regular 2/3, man, the people who's not listening, the people who's walking by, man, just being a bunch of fucking buttheads, man, not listening. So, the time has come, man. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. You see brothers around the highways and byways teaching this word. You see the chariots of the air, and you see the prophecies unfolding right in front of your eyes, man.
Right.
And like the brother was going into, America, the people, Esau, in these Americans, man, they're about to bring out, that CHIP pretty soon. The implementing of that, man. That goes your dollar, man. That shit is through. And therefore, that's why you see cryptocurrency inside of your stores. Everywhere you go, Nowadays you see, not like for example, you got a scan for your forehead or for your hand now. That's new technology that's coming out.
Yeah, it's gradualism. That's how the devil works. Esau Edom, he gradually brings things in so that you can just go with the flow, man. All right? That's why these central banks are coming out with that digital currency, which all that shit's going to collapse. Why? To make way for the micro CHIP, which is in Revelation 13. All right, which is going to go into your hand, go into your forehead, so that you can scan and purchase things, you see?
That's right.
You won't be able to buy or sell without it. Oh, you got the First Thessalonians? I was holding that.
This
Man.
is 1 Thessalonians 5:1.
Yeah.
But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Hey, because we know what times we're living in, man. Everything that you see around, hey, this place is demoralized, man. Every time you wake up, this place is getting weaker and weaker. This place is languishing, like the scriptures say. We know what times we're living in, man. We don't have to go and get our palms read or get our tarot cards read to know what times we're living in, man. It's evident. This is verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. And that's exactly why we have to stay on our watch, man. Because this time that we're living in, the Lord is going to come like a thief in the night. We have to stay on point.
Yeah, stay on your watch. You know what I'm saying? Stay watching for the Lord, man. Doing his will.
That's right. It says verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. And that's what's going to come, man. Hey, that's why they're trying to bring in that digital currency, this MOTB, so on and so forth. Hey, they're going to tell people, get this MOTB, and you're going to be straight. Get this, and you're going to be able to buy, sell. You're going to be all right. There's going to be peace. But guess what? When they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction is going to come upon this place, man. It says, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You're not going to escape this judgment, man. That's why you have to repent right now and get right with the Lord right now. Not put off from day to day.
Right, like in Noah. Noah, he was building that ark. He was prophesying 100 years. All right, but the people were scoffing Noah. But once it was built, once all the animals and Noah's family was inside, the Lord shut that door. And then what? Drowned the rest of the world, man. This time, it's going to be great hell like a time no other. And then the fire's coming, man, for the wicked of our people. You see, that's why this is for the elect, man. The elect are going to hear these words and get right with the Lord. They're going to turn to the Lord now while he is near. You see?
I got one real quick. This is Matthew 24:37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Yep. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So, hey, just like the days of Noah were, man. People were drinking, marrying, giving into marriage, partying, doing all these other things. They didn't believe Noah, man. Hey, but it wasn't until Noah went inside that ark that, hey, people tried to repent. try to turn back. That's how this coming of the Son of Man is gonna be, man.
Well, it started to rain. You know what I'm saying? The
That's right.
water started coming down, something they've never seen before.
Yeah.
When you see all the hell coming that we've been preaching, that's written in the Bible, come forth, then they're gonna want to seek the Lord. All right? They're gonna call upon the Lord, and He's not gonna hear them. He's not gonna answer them, man. He's gonna actually laugh at their calamities, man. All right? When their fear cometh upon them, the Lord's gonna be laughing at y'all, man. Because you don't want to hearken to the Lord now. This is the time to get right, man. All right, that's why you're not supposed to put off the Lord from day to day.
That's right.
See?
It's Isaiah chapter 26, verse 3. It says, "Thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee." That's what the scriptures say. Wherever your heart is, in your mind, that's where your church is going to be at, man. That's where you're going to value the most. So we value the most this word, this prophecy, the Lord, man. All right, hope. It said, "It stayed on thee because he trusted in thee." Trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord Yahweh is everlasting strength. So first and foremost, we have our church invested in this prophecy, man. The Lord, you know, within heaven, man. We want these things to be fulfilled. Everything else is secondary, man. We just maintain it. Right?
Everything else is temporal.
Right, it's temporal. We look for the Lord to come back, ultimately.
Right. Yeah, this is Jeremiah 17:7. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord Yahweh, and whose hope the Lord is, man. See, we believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We know these words are faithful and true. You see, the Lord says He's going to have a hedge around us. He says He's going to feed us during the famine. We're going to eat, drink, and rejoice. He's going to deliver us, man.
That's
right. That's what the Lord is going to do, man. Because we're seeking Him now. Now is the time, man. Soon there's going to be a famine of the word. Soon you won't be seeing us out here.
Right.
Or online, man. Then you're going to worry. All right? Because hell's going to come after you, man. Death is going to seek and find you.
That's right.
You see, but we're going to be in a good case. All right? Because we're the servants of the Lord, man.
This Ecclesiasticus 2:10. Look at the generations of old,
Yep.
and see did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? There's many accounts of prophets that have been in jams, like Daniel when he was in the lion's den with them 200 lions. Did not touch him, man. And the three brothers that were thrown in the furnace, the three children that were thrown in the furnace, and the seven brothers they got put to death, but the Lord was still with them, man. You know?
Right.
Hey, as a matter of fact, those men got protected because what? They were serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. They never put the Lord on the back burner, man. They put the Lord first. When they were put in that situation, hey, what did they do? All of them kept sticking to the faith of the Lord, man. They never forsook the Lord. They never looked to the left, looked to the right. But their mind was single towards the Lord, man, because they knew Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua was going to deliver them. And hey, that's exactly what we got to do, man. We got to keep having our faith in the Lord. But you got to realize, as else being in this faith, and what does it say? 1 Peter 4:12. Beloved, thinking not strange concerning this fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. Hey, these things that are about to hit us, man, it's like it's going to be some weird stuff happening to us. But guess what? We're still going to have to keep the faith. It's a fiery trial. It's purging everything from us, man. Everything that we go through is part of our faith. Hey, don't you know that us having faith, it works patience? Do you not know that the word patience means suffering? Suffering brings experience, and experience brings hope.
Hebrews chapter 11 verse 6. But without faith it is impossible to please him.
That's right.
For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is a one of them that diligently seek him.
Break it down.
So you know it tells you right then and there that we need faith in this truth. And without believing in the Lord, what do we have?
Well, without faith, it's impossible to please Him.
Exactly.
You see?
That's right.
There's Daniel 3:17. If it be so, our God, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace,
That's
and
right.
He will deliver us out of thine hand, O King. But if not, it be known unto thee, O King, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up.
That's right. Everybody just Mark 4:28. Because what it really comes down to is what you're gonna stand on. You're gonna be a man or a woman in that day when that time comes. All right. The scripture says, "Strive unto truth until death." And I just did a lesson. And I think I named it. You got to be willing to lose your life in order to gain it, man. So those men, when they got thrown, they were threatened with being thrown to that fire. And he said, he boastfully and proudly said, "Hey, our Lord can deliver us from this. But if he doesn't, because it's his choice, we still not gonna bow down to your gods, man." So we're not gonna bow to this new system that they're about to bring in, man. And how right is he keep their spirit on us. Right. We'll bring that out, brother.
This is Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 4, verse 28. "Strive for the truth unto death, and Yahweh shall fight for thee."
That's right. Strive unto the truth unto death, and our power will fight for us, man. We don't have to lift the finger. But the beauty of it is that the Lord gonna grant us power to do more than lift the finger. If we stay faithful unto him. You know, all these church mess, are you saved? Ain't nobody saved, man. Nobody's saved until the end. We don't know. We're the hopeful elect. We don't know that we're the elect. One thing I do know is that we're doing, according to the scriptures, what the elect will be doing. We come out on these highways and byways week in and week out, and we're expected going to the people. That's what it said the elect will be doing. Not safe behind some air-conditioned, heated walls. Coming out in the elements, man, in season
and out of season.
All right, when it's below zero, we out here. When it's 100 degrees, we're out here.
Right.
Not Bishop Baker. Bring it out, brother.
Excuse me, I'm not trying to interrupt, but I'm glad I'm not alone about the things that's about to happen upon us. I'm glad I'm not alone, and thank you guys for doing this. Thank you for being obedient, and thank you so much. God bless you guys.
The water sister, thank you. Be blessed. Go ahead, brother. This Romans 8:16, the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. So like the elder was just saying, we doing the things like the Lord said do. So like the scriptures say, our spirit bear witness. Our meditation, man, the things that we prioritize, that we think about, the experiences that we have, the trials, all right, the way we set apart, going to Matthew 5, this light, because what? Because of the way we are, the principles that we uphold and the work we do, man. So all this bear witness, a tree is known by its fruits. God, and we're definitely, we're a pebble, we're a rock in the shoe of our enemies, man. If they just can't get, you ever had a rock in your shoe, you take it, you shake it out, and you think it's gone, it's still there? Yeah, that's us. And that's us on the internet with this truth. Bringing out real history, bringing out the true meaning of the scriptures. It's aggravating the hell. We're that rock that they can't, no matter how, they air blowing or whatever. And they think it's good, they put their shoe on, and they'll take a few steps and they'll be okay, and all of a sudden, damn, then they go to that rock again, man. What you got, brother?
It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no counsel of his labors. So we stand in great boldness right now, teaching this word, right here, in the place of our enemies, man, right in their fucking faces. We tell them as they going into captivity. We tell the 2,000 by people that they gonna get destroyed because they don't want to get right, man. We stand in great boldness, man.
Speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy, man. That's it, bro.
And we tell our people, man, if you don't get right, man, your ass gonna get destroyed. Destroyed. Verse 2, when they see it, they should be troubled with great fear and shall be amazed at the straightness of our salvation, so far beyond all that they look for, man. That the elder was going into, no matter how many bills they try to take down and how many pages they clip, man, we still gonna stand as a rock, man. We always gonna stand still and bold for this truth, man. Because this is our salvation, man. Our salvation's on the line, man. We're not gonna let nobody take our crown, man. We're gonna let nobody take our crown.
That's it. That's integrity, bro. Upholding the principles like the Lord said do. That's integrity.
This is the book of 2 Maccabees 7:1. It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips. But one of them that spake first said thus, what wouldst thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers. And that's the thing that you got to understand. The men of the Lord are never going to bow their knee to the devil. They're never going to back down for doing the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. The Lord said that He has set up watchmen that shall never hold their they shall never hold their peace day nor night. You know, they're not going to stop mentioning the name of the Lord and His laws, statutes, commandments till the Lord comes back and restores His kingdom.
I got something for you real quick. This Sirach chapter 1, verse 14. It says, to fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb. That's why I said in Isaiah 33:6, they said the fear of the Lord is our treasure. Why? Because the elect have the fear of the Lord instilled in their DNA already. So no matter what you come with, you can't trump the fear of the Lord on them, man. God, they fear the Lord. So they're not going to bow down to you. Why? Because they're like, man, all about Sabbath, right? Hell no. You know? So that's why they ain't going to bow, man. They be created not to bow. See?
This is Psalms 112 and 7. He shall not be afraid of evil tidings. His heart is fixed, trusting in the Lord. And that's exactly the mentality that we gotta have, man. Our heart gotta be fixed. Our heart has to be immutable, man. Cannot be moved. Hey, that's how Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were in the fiery furnace, man. They told Nebuchadnezzar, we will not be careful to answer you in this matter, man. Their heart was already fixed and geared towards, we don't give a fuck what you say. We're not gonna bow down, man. No matter what you say.
Hey, that was King David said to me on that one. Psalm 57 and 7. That's what King David said. My heart is fixed. Oh, power, my heart is fixed. I will sing and give praise. Hey, King, hey, what's being built? The tabernacle of David, man. Now the men of David felt the same way, man. Hey, King David loved Yahweh, man. There was nothing you could do to change that, man. So you're not going to change any of King David's men. All right? Their heart is already fixed and established, man, on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. He is their rock and strong state.
That's right. Hey, and it says in the scriptures that David's house kept getting stronger and stronger, man. So guess what? Through the Spirit of the Lord, hey, this isn't being built off of men, man. This isn't being built. We're just coming out here just speaking out of our ass, man. This is being built through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
All right. I got something for you real quick. This Wisdom of Solomon chapter 12 verse 17. For when men will not believe that thou art of a full power, thou showest thy strength, and among them that know it, thou makest their boldness manifest. So all these prophecies come to pass. Guess what? As the brother mentioned, the house of David grew stronger and stronger, right? The more these prophecies come to pass, the more the certainty that all by sitting down saying, we know it. Then they'll become stronger and stronger. They'll become bolder and bolder. Why? We've been told the truth. All right? We know what's happening. We know what the Karaka is. We know who the enemy is, man. So as hey, the more the Lord brings out His strength, His word, we're gonna become bolder and bolder, man. Why? Because we're boasting the Lord, man.
Brother mentioned, you know, the house of David. And that's basically what's being rebuilt, right? You fixed it, right? This is Amos 9:11. And it reads, and in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David. That's the house of David, man. That is fallen, all right? And close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. Hey, and it said as in the days of old, man. We're going back to the old ways. We're going back to the laws of heaven, man, on earth as it is in heaven, man. So the laws of heaven are going to actually apply on earth. So when you break one of them, all right, you're going to get punished, you know, according to as the law speaks. You have to understand that, man. All right, because they'll tell you in them churches that the laws are done away with. No, in the Lord's Prayer, it clearly tells you on earth as it is in heaven. Right? So when the Lord reestablishes the house of David, and that's another thing, man, the church tries to disconnect the house of David from the kingdom of heaven and salvation. There is no salvation without the house of David reigning over all the people, man. So not only are we going to reign over all of Israel, all right, we're going to, under the authority of Yahweh Shai, we're going to reign over all the heathen, man. And our gates going to be open continually. All right? You're going to be constantly bringing your riches, man. Breaking yourself, checking all of that in, man. All right? Definitely be that.
It's the book of Luke chapter 1 verse 68. How you know I was coming with that?
Yeah, I know.
Blessed be the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, power of Israel. for he had vision and redeemed his people. And that's what we helping to be, man. The redeem, you know? The redeem of Israel. The redeem of Yahushai's people, man. Yahushai's people, you know? And have raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. So just like for example, you know, these Christians try to, you know, blot out the house of David, you know, being the saviors of the universe, the saviors of earth, man. Start with Yahushai all the way down, you know. Start with Yahushai and the elect, man, you know. You can't have no salvation without the house of David, man, that horn of salvation.
Hey, because Yahushua is going to sit upon the throne of David, man.
That's right. Verse 7, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, and we believe we are those men speaking since the world began. You know, the scripture say, you know, that the prophets gonna come back to their lot, man. Yeah, come.
Matter of fact, I got one more. This is Malachi 3 and 4, and it says, "Then the offering of Judah and Jerusalem be pleasant unto Yahweh, as in the days of old, as in the former years." So this is what we've been waiting for. This is what we looking for. We looking for. And I've come to the conclusion, man, I don't fit in this present current world, man. I don't belong here, man. I don't have the mindset to deal with the foolishness that goes on here. All right? Right? What is it, Pride Week, a month or something? You know, you got all these people violating the rainbow, running around with glitter on them, with all on their face, men dressed like women, women dressed like men, women dressed like sluts. All right, I even saw a sticker on the ground that said, had the circle in the council through it, no slut shaming. No, man, no, we gonna shame you because the Lord said you're not supposed to be that way, man. Right? If that's what you are, we gonna call you on.
That's right. Hey, that's right, because hey, when the house of David and everything gets put back in order through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, everything is gonna go back into absolute order, man. Everything is gonna follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. As a matter of fact, when that happens, even the heathen are gonna be in order, man. They're gonna be in subjection to us. I wanted to get this point because the elder said on the house of David. This is 1 Chronicles 18 and 11. Then also King David dedicated unto the Lord with the silver and the gold that he brought from all these nations, from Edom and from Moab and from the children of Ammon and from the Philistines and from Amalek. It says, and he put garrisons in Edom, and all the Edomites became David's servants.
Right, somebody hold Isaiah 14, chapter 1.
Thus the Lord preserved David whithersoever he went. So David reigned over all Israel and executed judgment and justice among all his people. What does it mean that that the Lord was with David whithersoever he went? How is it, hey, these Christians get into their feelings, right? When we tell them that they're going to go into captivity, so on and so forth. But why does it say that the Lord was with David and he had all these other nations in captivity, man?
Excellent point. Right, he was with it. They were tributaries. All right, and he was being, and him and his people were being judges over them. All right, we got that
Luke over here.
the Lord's Prayer first.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 11, verse 2. And he said unto them, when ye pray, say, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
So hallowed be his name. All right, so that's a very important point. All right, and only the Israelites, you know, are bringing up the actual name of Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai? You know, and some of them Israelites on that bootleg stuff, that's them halfway guys, man. The Lord, you got to come all the way. You can't wake up to the fact you're an Israelite and then sell out and go back to Jesus, Most High bless and your Hoshua and all your Yahuwah and all this other stuff, man. All right. You know, the name is Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man. Go ahead.
Let me read it again. This is the book of Luke chapter 11, verse 2. And he said unto them, when ye pray, say, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
So his kingdom come, his will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That means that the laws of heaven, which are the laws in the Bible, still apply. All right? I walked past the church today when they were outside cooking and frying up. You know, they had all kind of pork and shrimp and everything on the grill, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
Thy will be done as in heaven, so in earth. Verse 3, give us day by day our daily bread.
Which is all we really supposed to ask for, man. Some brothers don't even have that. Some brothers have that. Some brothers have more than that. All right, it's a balance. But nevertheless, that's all you're supposed to really be asking for, man. All right, because you don't want to get too much, because then you get your consolation on this side. Right. Go ahead.
Verse 4, and forgive us our sins, for we also forgive everyone that is indebted to us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Right, and the evil days are upon us. Right? We don't want to be tempted to take that wicked source that Esau is providing to let you think that you're going to avoid his wrath or be able to move in his society. All right, but all you doing is when you take that MO to the T-Bizzle. All right, if you take that Caragua, what you're doing, man, is you're buying what was that thing that rocket that went up and killed all them people in the 90s, the Challenger. You just bought a ticket to the Challenger, man, or you buy a damn ticket to the Titanic, first class. Right? So you can be all shiny right to your death, man. All right? So I got a first class ticket. Shit, nigga, in third class gonna die just like you.
Especially those who took, you know, especially those who was complaining, you know. Those two, you know, if you was complaining, you're gonna take the MO to the business, you know. You're gonna die.
That's right. Ain't nothing coming for you but death, man. There's no way around it.
And you chose your master, you know, you chose your God, you chose your power. See? You know, no man can serve two masters. Either he will hate the one or love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Right. Ye cannot serve the Most High and Mammon.
That's right. And these heathens are at each other's throat, all right? Because they fighting over who gonna do it. Because China trying to go online with their thing, all right, and make it worldwide. And then these devils here in America trying to do the same thing, man. You know, and China got Russia behind them. So, you know, so that basically, man, the house of Satan, man, they divided. All right? People are complaining about Ukraine. The hell with Ukraine, man. I ain't got no problem with Edomite on Edomite crime. Let the devils kill each other all day long, man. We don't care. All they do is scoff when our people are stupid and foolish enough to do it. You know, let them continue to bang on each other, all right, and kill their babies and all the other mess, man. All right, got women marching for the right to commit murder, but yet you a just society, though. And hey, look, I can tell you right now, man, if you took a 1-year-old kid or a 6-month-old kid and you murdered that child, that's no different from if you're murdering one that's in the womb, that's in there for 4 months. Fetus. All right. It's the same damn thing, man. Like you moral, like you got some kind of morals because you know this one was still in the womb and this one's 6 months out of the womb. Let's think about it, man. If they both grew up together, they're gonna be in the same age group in the same bracket. If you got a child that's 6 months old and a child that hasn't been born yet, they gonna be together in school for the most of their life, man. Depending on when the next one is born. You know, when their birthday falls, depends on what grade they're in. They might be 1 grade apart.
You know, it's funny, you know, we're talking about how unjust this is. Now, we all know that if we had a woman and she was pregnant and we got into a beef with her and just so happened to put hands on her and she fall down the stairs and she goes into the spirit world and the baby goes into the spirit world, you get charged for 2.
You get charged for 2 murders. But yeah, she can go and take out your baby, don't even tell you. All right? Well, against your will, she ain't getting charged for shit. So it is when you really think about it, man. Or she could turn around and you know and go and have it, and you know, and then you get charged with all kind of child support and all kind of other mess, man. She gets to determine life or death. You've literally made this woman God.
Her body, her choice.
Right? Because guess what? It's her body, and that baby is that baby's body. That's not her body. All right? There's a body inside her body, but that's not her body. All right? Go ahead.
Back to it's Psalm 94:20. Said the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law. It's like the elder was saying, man. Is it God made it cool? Why? Because he put a law saying it's cool to kill life, man. That's why you think you're gonna get away?
Under his terms.
Right.
All right. So, which is really crazy because then you'll have a woman. It's her body, her choice, right? All right. She could kill her unborn child, but then 2 months after the child is born, she decides she's not a fit mother. She loses it. All right. Decides, well, I don't want to raise this child, and she kills it. Then now you want to charge her with. Now you want to send her to prison. It didn't really make a difference. The child is 2 months old and she kills it. It can't talk, it won't remember anything. All right? Or the child is 7 months old and she decides to abort. Because I think they done made it now, you can abort all the way up to literally to the time you about to give birth, you can abort if you want to. So that's the way, right? So what's the difference? Woman walking around 9 months pregnant about to pop any moment now. Okay? She gonna have the baby and you even say boo too loud, you might scare her, she might go on there to birth. Start having birth. Versus the child is 2 months old. There's no difference in their lives, man. It's murder. However you cut that piece of pie, no matter how you slice it, how you divide it up, it's still murder, man. Right? It's an unrighteous decree. That's a mischief by law. They prescribe mischief by law, man. Because either way, that woman should be going to prison.
Right.
Actually, she shouldn't be going to prison. That's another thing. That whole prison thing, you're only supposed to go to prison just for them to hold you until you get to your sentence. And if your sentence is life, is death, then you get put to death, man. It don't prosper to put nobody in prison for years and years and years and years. You know, and all that kind of mess. A whole lifetime, and they didn't take nobody's life. There's no crime that you can commit where you haven't taken someone's life, where you should be in jail for 20-something years. All right? It does not. All right? It's cruel. That's mischief by law, and that's also dealing treachery. That's a very cruel thing to do. What you got?
This is the book of Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. That put darkness for light and light for darkness. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Right. All right, so we look forward to the laws of heaven being established, man. Right, because it's going to be justice on earth. And secondly, we get to enforce it. Third, that it gets put on our inward part, so we don't have to worry about it. All you heathen do is even the wicked of our people gonna be righteous in the kingdom. They're gonna have the laws written in their inward parts too. All right, but you heathen gonna still be in your flesh, man, and you gonna be tempted to do something you ain't supposed to do. When you do, the rain gonna stop coming. All right, and then when the judges show up, and when them judges show up, hey, you best believe that they gonna be meeting us at the gates, handing them over. It was him. Cause ain't nobody trying to catch. They ain't gonna be trying to catch it. Right. They'll be straight snitching, right. Right by the collar. It was this one.
Right.
This was his accomplice.
Right.
Do us then what you please, my Lord. And then guess what? And then we're gonna judge them according to the law. And then they're gonna get judged before all. And if that happened in society now, man, hey, look, all these dudes want to run around with pistols, you know, want to mass shoot people and all that kind of shit. All right, if those people were made public examples, all right, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, stripe for stripe, cut for cut, etc., and then that shit got put on TV for the world to see, there would be less. It would be less crime. Guaranteed, there'd be less crime, man. Yeah, you got put to death for going into a woman that wasn't with it and that was married, right? She told you had a man you smacked around and pulled up her dress anyway, and then what you gonna do? And you got put to death publicly. Yeah, and got shamed and beaten beforehand on your way up to the guillotine or the rope, whatever, however they decide they're gonna do it. Yeah, that's what Ishmael will do, man. They put you on front, they beat you down all the way to the execution, man. And then you get executed. Right? And elder, like you say, shame about you. Yeah. That's what they do over there. They shame a whore, man. You can't be no whore and beat somebody's daughter. Now you bringing dishonor to their name and their family. So them be the main ones giving you up. You know? Yeah. Like that one dude, that Ishmaelite, I think he was either Ishmael or Ella. Either way, he was a Muslim who put his 2 daughters to death in the barrel. All right? Because he put them to death according to his Muslim law. Right? But they, whatever they were doing, you know, it was a shame to his family. So he decided, well, you know what? Then I'm just gonna have some more daughters. Y'all bitches out of here. And he got rid of them. You know?
This is the definition of the word manipulate. It says to control or influence a person or situation cleverly. All right, so the Lord, you know, that's a word that has a bad light on it. We can have a good light as a balance. All right, because the Lord is manipulation and fear. All right, hey, if you want to do this, you're going to get put to death. All right, you're going to get put to death from the whole congregation. Now the whole community is in fear. Hey, look what happened to him. But America doesn't have that, man. They don't push that fear.
Yep, because you might have a guy that's just about to do that. And then he see what happened to him. He put his rock down. Man, I ain't doing no rocks in them classes. You know?
Yeah, that's what happened with the Akan. The Lord made a public example of him, man. Brought him and his whole family out and stoned him, and then put him, burned him right in front of the whole congregation of Israel, man. And still in that, the Babylonian garment.
Yeah,
man.
that was a pretty brutal death, man. Because you think it just would have been him, you know? But the Lord got his whole family, man. Which means clearly they were wicked anyway. Because if they were righteous people, that wouldn't have happened to them.
Yeah, the Lord killed him, his wife, his son, his daughters, and his cattle. The Lord, everything he had, the Lord just got rid of.
The Lord did the same. The Lord did the same thing to the sons of Korah, you know, in the time of Moses, man. And that shows you how the man is responsible for his family. So if you care about your family not getting put to death, hey, don't do that shit.
Exactly, man. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't read that in a while. The Israelites died on the battlefield because of this, right? So there you go. So you had mighty men, you know, dying on the battlefield. The Lord let the enemy get victory because of him. He violated, and that goes with that whole one body thing, man. Romans 15:4. All right, that goes with that one body thing, the one body thing. And you can't have somebody that's out the pocket. A little bit of love is supposed to hold up with it. Right? Because we love him, brother. We gotta get rid of him, and we gotta get rid of him. Right? So I don't want to be that brother. And hopefully none of these brothers and none of you watching want to be that brother, man. Proverbs 12:26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduces them. So let wickedness, you know what I'm saying, run rapid, it's going to influence other people, man.
That's the whole reason the Lord put that law in about your son is blood. There's the top of the rebellious son. Yeah. There's Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, he will not hearken unto them, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out unto the elders of his city and unto the gate of his place. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this is our son, is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is glutton and a drunkard. And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones that he die. So shalt thou put evil from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. See? Because hey, like the elder said earlier, you got these little rugrats running around with switches and guns. But guess what? When you see your unproductive child, hey, it was in the law. The Lord said, get rid of him, man. He would never even grew up to be a torture like that.
Half these kids run around just harming their own people, the older people, the younger people. They tried, man. Hey, a lot of them, you know, would have been put to death already, man. They've already showed signs of rebellion and raised their hands to their mothers and fathers, to the older people and their families and shit like that, man. Hey, you raise your hand to your grandmother, your grandfather, your mother, your father, you a piece of shit, and you should be put to death, man. Just like the Bible says, man.
You have show you show that you have no honor, man.
And it was personal.
And then they turn around and that same little no good bastard who's nothing but a menace to society, just like the movie. Somebody collect them. The nasty broad only had them to collect money off of them anyway. That's why she ain't never paid them no attention or gave a damn about them anyway. He was just a chick to her. And that's the mentality of a lot of these women, man. A lot of these women have children just so they can collect money. No other reason. They get pregnant on purpose, you know. And a lot of them get pregnant. There's one whole chick bragging about how she got 6 baby daddies and how she got all this money coming in because of it. All right. So she's basically letting you know that her children were nothing but a check to her in the first place, because it's the only reason she really had them. She didn't have them because she was just some loving mother. All right. Right. She did it for the money. She could give a damn about that. Because what kind of child? You got 5, 6 sons here, and all of them got different daddies. They all got different spirits. You know, they getting into it. The household is weird as hell. Dude trying to figure out why his brother's so strange. It's like, man, I don't even trust my own brother, man. This nigga weird, man. Right. You find out right, his daddy a damn heathen. Just weird as hell. Bring it out, bro.
There's the book of Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Right. Go ahead.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
So we have hope and understanding, man. All right. So we have accounts in the Bible that mirror real life that we can actually go read and apply. Okay. Now, granted, some of those things we cannot do because we're behind enemy lines. All right. That's why we must rehearse the righteous acts. But all of those laws in the Bible that we can keep, we keep them to the best of our ability. Because if Leviticus 20 and 13 was being enforced here in the West, there'd be a bloodbath every year around this time, man. And guess what? Actually, it'd be over by now because people would be too afraid to display that. By now, yeah, if they did what the Bible says to do with that sort of behavior, you know, because they hate it when we even read that scripture. Just the reading of that scripture to get your video clipped. All right? But if that was, so you know, you can go read it on your own. You won't even read it. But if that was enforced the way the God of heaven intended to be, you wouldn't have that issue, man. Wouldn't be nobody running around with their shirt tied up in the middle. You a whole man, all right, with your belly out, with some damn stacks on, and some booty quarter shorts. I saw a dude like that the other day. It was pretty disgusting. Yeah, on a halter top, some knickerbockers. That's what they call them. Yeah, with some stacks on. That was about 5 inches thick. The heel and yeah.
They just had the whole Leatherman thing at the Congress passed until not too far. So they probably see one of them walking around.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta be discussing with that every year too. All right. You know, and like the girl across the street with the F's, bouncing around, and then she got her pants cut all the way up to her booty cheeks. She ain't got. You notice I said F's. What comes after D? F's. She got like double F's, E's and some shit. And that's way too much woman, to be like that. Real talk. Then the Lord, she turns around. There you go. So that's hey, and I'm pretty sure she supports all that stuff we were talking about. What you got?
There's the book of 2 Timothy 3:16. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High, and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of God may be perfect, truly furnished unto all good works. So these scriptures right here is a blueprint of how the Most High wants people to live. It says in the book of Ecclesiastes, the whole duty of man is to keep his commandments and to fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's our whole purpose, to serve the Lord. You know, but hey, our people right now, they're rebellious, disobedient. They're, like the brother quoted, they serve two masters when really we only have to obey Yahweh Shimi Yahushua and his commandments. That's all we're preaching. The word of the Lord, man. Like I was saying in the book of Isaiah 58:1, cry aloud, spare not, lift up that voice like a trumpet, and show our people their transgression. We're showing our people exactly where they're going off in the sight of the Lord.
Like you just said, 2 Timothy 3, man. These scriptures, these principles in this Bible show you how to live. You know, it makes you whole, all right? And it gives you understanding. This is Proverbs 29:18. Where there is no vision, when people perish, in this word vision here goes with the principles, also insight and understanding, man. It's what the Lord gave us as a covenant. This is what we're supposed to be as Israelites, man. It's not everything, you know. And so it says, but he that keeps the law, happy is he. So basically, that's why we're trying to encourage our people to come back to this covenant, man, come back to the person, the righteous acts. Because y'all, you're not really alive, man. You're not in the light at all. You know, you're in darkness, man.
This is Jeremiah 6:16. It says, thus said Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way and walk therein? This is what the prophets out here telling you to do. Are to come back to the law, statutes, commandments. Are your life, the way that you're supposed to be living your life, according to the ways of the Lord, man. Not according to your own heart, what you want to do. Because as the Lord said in Deuteronomy the 30th chapter, he said before us life and death, blessing and cursing, therefore choose life. A lot of people want to choose that death style and the wickedness of this world. Like as the elder was going into the killing of your seed in the womb, and all this other crazy bullshit that our people love to do, man. The Lord didn't set us up to be that type of people, man. He set us up to be a godly nation. But like he said in the book of Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter, and we have turned to a degenerate vine.
Right.
And the Lord looked.
Perfect example of what you're saying, man. I was on the train last week, I won't forget it. I saw this woman get on the train, right? And I didn't see her, I just saw her face. And she's a J. And she was a pretty brown thing. She was Judah, more than likely Judah. All right. And then she sat down across from me, all right? And when I finally looked up and got a good look at her, she was pregnant. And I mean like far pregnant. I was like, oh, okay. And then when I got a real good look at her, I could see why. Dude kind of lost control. But nevertheless, man, why the skunk dude come through, the loud dude, and the square dude, and she stopped him. But she had to be about 8, maybe almost 9 months pregnant. Wow. So, come on, man. Read what you read out.
This is Jeremiah 6:16. It says, thus said Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way and walk therein? And ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein.
They won't walk it. They want to walk and follow the ways, man. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to violate your temple like that. And then she got a whole baby on board, man. You know, but yet she, stopping the Newport dude, man. And you know the loose square dude, 99 times out of 100, that's what he holds, Newports. That's the main thing that Jake liked to smoke. And now, and that Newport demon jumping on Esau. Esau started to smoke Newports. Started to see more and more Edomites with Newports. Because Esau like to mimic Jake, whatever he do, man. So, so they putting down the Marlboros and picking up the Newports, right? And the Newport is way more toxic and worse for your body than a Marlboro is. Marlboro ain't good for you either, but the Newport is way worse. All right? It got way more chemicals in it. Why? Because that was targeted at our people, man. Jake got a finger for that menthol, man. And they think because they smell the menthol, that's not how it smells to other people, man. The shit utterly stinks really bad. Really bad. All right? I had my ex-boss that I used to work for, she had gave up smoking. And we were downstairs waiting outside, and there was a bunch of people out there smoking, and she came up, and it was all in her clothes. And then she was like, man, I can't believe I used to do that. So that shit is so and people that smoke, they don't even smell it. They don't understand how offensive it is to people that don't smoke, how strong it is to people that don't smoke. They don't have a clue. Yes. Yeah, they don't get it. All right? And according to the laws in America, you know, secondhand smoke kills almost as many people as smoking directly. So the truth be said, you assaulting someone when you smoking and they gotta breathe your secondhand smoke, man. If they hauled off and laid you the hell out, police came and said, I was inhaling secondhand smoke, they'd actually have a case. You know, they might get arrested and everything, but they actually have a case and they can probably win in court. All right, they had a good lawyer. Because they can bring out how dangerous it is. You know, that would be like spitting to somebody's face. It's extremely dangerous. Secondhand smoke kills a lot of people.
It says, Jeremiah 6:17, also I set watchmen over you, saying, and the watchmen have been set up by Yahweh Shai and us, the prophets. And it says in Isaiah, the 64th chapter, that we've been set out here day in and day out, man. By giving the Lord no rest until we made a establishment in the earth. So hey, we have no excuses. We out here every single day, man. Why not out here on the highways and byways, but we on the internet. We out here on weekends, man, all throughout the week. So I ain't got no excuses. But what? It says, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said we will not hearken. So I think they get in trumpet. They hear us lift up our voice like a trumpet, man. But they will not hearken to the ways of the Lord.
Yeah.
They want to do their own thing, man.
They turn, they make their neck stiff, turn, they roll their eyes. It's like she just did. Just like she got right there. Yeah. She just marked herself with them big ass bugs on her eyes.
Just like the brother was saying, man, we're supposed to be gods, man. All right, there's a reason why the other nations are called heathens. They don't have the laws, man. All right, we're supposed to be above them. They're supposed to look at us as above them. All right, but hey, our people following after these heathen customs, so they're gonna get the same judgment as the heathens, man.
Yeah.
All right, this is
Go ahead.
Romans 9:6. Not as though the word of Most High have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel, man. All right, and these people, they Gentiles now, man. Are they following after the heathen custom? They're in that Gentile state of mind, rebelling against the Most High and picking idols over the Lord, man.
And they some of our worst enemies, to be honest with you. And they make our people look bad on a regular basis, man. Every day I run into a nigga or spigot doing something that's shameful to our whole race, man. Every day. All right? They doing something that it's like, damn.
Now you getting stereotyped.
Right, exactly. And they don't realize, or either they just don't give a fuck. The damage that they do to their own people, man. Just being ignorant for no reason at all. On just some extra bullshit. All right? Like when you're on a bus, you're on a damn train, and it's for the elderly people, and you got some young snot-nosed punk, you know, holding his crotch and rapping some disgusting ass trap music lyrics. You know, when you got grandma sitting there, all right? When you got a man and his wife and his young daughters, and there's some dude coming through the train with his ass cheek and his crotch all out, with his pants all down and shit. They ain't gonna come stand on the pole right in front of him. Alright? And if dude get mad, get up and just blast your ass, just start drilling you, because you gonna come and stand right in front of his wife, his daughter, you know, with your damn pants hanging off your ass. When he just get up and start giving you them hands, you deserve it.
Hey, Elder, I had to work with a guy from Chicago. He for 12 hours. Little nigga had pants hanging off his ass the whole time. He had holes.
Yeah, and see, that's aggravating.
Like, that's like, come on, man.
It's very vexing. It's like, not only that, every time I turn around, your damn drawers in my face, now I gotta see the holes in your drawers too. That's okay. When the system shut down and they start letting all these niggas out of prison and all them booty warriors hit the street. Yeah, right, gangster ass sons of Bilal, man. Damn booty takers. Okay? Yeah. Hey, the Lord said by your own devices, man.
Yeah.
And then and all of you are very well aware of the prison culture, the gay shit that stems from, but yet y'all still, you know, trying to wear it like that. You know?
It's the book of Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. You know, our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge because, you know, like the elder was bringing up, you got dudes with their pants hanging off their ass, you know. Don't you know that came from slavery? You know, that's what the self-proclaimed white man did to us by butt breaking us, raping us, man. That's where that come from, sagging your pants. But, you know, but Jake would like to make that, you know, a fucking style to wear, you know.
Fashion
You know, it's
It
not
ain't no
cool.
fashion statement,
That's
man.
not cool, you know. That's the side of my lifestyle, man.
A whole belt on tied up around your nuts. You gotta hold your pants.
Man,
You can't
right.
even walk. You gotta actually hold your pants, man. It's amazing how the Lord always sends us an example, man.
He hold his fist.
Right, and that's why.
Down
these-
by your
and
damn
you know what?
knees.
And I came to the conclusion. That's why so many Jakes in jail, man. They couldn't get away.
Yeah.
The Jake back in the day was fast, man. They could run because their pants was up. These niggas, you take off the run, your pants coming down, you can't move your legs, right? They get into a scrap, they get faded because they couldn't move their feet. It ain't nothing cool about wearing your pants. It's very, you know, from a warrior standpoint, it's the whole complete opposite of being tactical. You're in the damn right. You got hair down the middle of your back, so you got a nice handle. All right, and then you got and now you got your pants down around the bottom of your butt cheeks.
This is Jeremiah 51:30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their hold. Their might has failed. They become as women. They have burned their dwelling places. Their bars are broken. All right, and all these soldiers and all these tough guys on the street. There's gonna be so much shit going on, man. All right, a famine, cannibalism. All right, men, these booty warriors, like the elder said. And you got all hell breaking loose. The animals being freed from the zoos, man. All right, and you have different wild beasts coming out that the Lord is creating. The Bible says, hey, all hell is about to break loose, man. Right, if you're not under that Psalm 91, like the Murphy said, hey, you finish, man. Because no amount of preparation can help you when the time is about to come, man. All right, because you can prepare, you can have a lot of food. Next thing you know, hey, you got a generator, that shit loud as hell. People coming in like flies, man. Next thing you know it, all of y'all just fighting over it, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be, hey, you gonna have Diego out there, and then you gonna have the son of Bilal, who also a damn cannibal. They're gonna knock you out, take your booty, and then eat you.
It was a video of
It's gonna be pretty graphic out here, man. All the warnings are going out about from all these different farmers and truck drivers about the food shortages, man. I was watching a video yesterday, and the guy he is a truck driver, and he was talking about how the trucks were just pulling over and parking all over the country because so many gas stations didn't have diesel for them, and some of them just can't afford it. The operating costs are starting to, when your operating costs is here, and your profit is right next to it, just right there, it ain't, what's the point? Because you going to work just so you can keep working. You ain't making no profit no more. And now it's getting to the point where your operating cost is right here, all right? And your profit is down here. That's where we're headed. People have no idea the grinding shall cease, brother. This food, there's about to be a serious food famine here in America, man. All right?
It's Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
There it is, man. All right? Because when this food stuff, you see a lot of women, there's the jewels behind it. All right? You see a lot of people going in, getting groceries, walking, people who live in the neighborhood. You know, you can tell the ones that live in the neighborhood, you know, they walk in, they just want to walk a block or two, go to Jewels, go to Trader Todd's, and then walk back home to their luxury apartment in the sky and look down on you niggas and spiggers. All right? They're not going to be able to do that soon, man. all right? And definitely, a lot of you women are not going to be able to go to the store and shop safely, man. All right, and that's proven itself already in different parts of the country. But you just wait a few more weeks. Everything I'm telling you gonna show itself, man. Go ahead, bro.
The women gonna be put in the basket.
Yeah. No, they gonna take the groceries in her too. You done came to in your SUV. You done came to the grocery store in your SUV, and they gonna let you buy all the groceries. And then when you go to open the door, they just gonna get in with you. Let's go, baby.
Hey, at the end of the day, you will spoil you, man.
Exactly.
When,
you ain't gonna have a name. Your name gonna be baby. All right. Whoever the fuck you decide to call, you might even decide he don't like your name. You know your new name is right. Cheeks. And your name is My Cheeks. Hey, My Cheeks, make me a sandwich. And My Cheeks, go give me a beer. Because why? Because none of them his cheeks. Go ahead, brother.
God, this is 2nd Ezra 15:19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread.
Ooh, you independent women that don't need no man. Even though you got one to pay your phone bill, want to pay your car insurance, want to get your hair done. Right. Yeah, but they all busting them. You know? It might be one that may not, you know, be getting them. Every man that got one of them, he getting something out of it. All right, he getting topped off for something. I just watched a video where some dude was driving around and he said, "Hey man, ain't that D's woman?" And they pulled over and talked to her. She was out there hoeing herself. And they started recording. And she basically, they was setting up the deal to where she was gonna bang all of them. She even telling them she even told them what to do and everything. She said, "Well, it's 3 of y'all. Okay, well, 200. And he's like, "Okay, 200, all right." He said, "No, 200 a piece." Damn. But then the room around the corner, it's about $50. So for all 3 of y'all, $650. And then the dude was like, "Damn." So he rolled the window back up, and then he rolled the window back down, and he opened up his phone and said, "Ain't that you?" And there was a picture of her with their boy. And then she was like, "Oh, she got caught, man." Hey, look, man, you're gonna be a victim of your own device. You're gonna be a victim of your own device, man. Matter of fact, before you read anything else, Jeremiah 3:1.
This Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 1 says, "They say, if a man put away his wife, and she shall go from him and become another man, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers."
Oh, many lovers. She was about to do it. So it don't tell her how many she already had done it with. And she was down to do it with 3. So if she'll do it with 3 for money, she'll do it with 3 for nothing too. You get right. You get her the right mood. You bring the funk weed, the stinky shit, and some drink. Right, and she gonna go. She already did 3 dudes anyway. All right, she'll do 3 more. Especially if she's attracted to a couple of them. Go ahead.
It says, "They return again to me, said Yahweh." It says, you want me to pick the next one?
Good.
It says, "Lift up thine eyes unto the high places and see where thou hast not been lying with." It says, "In the ways hast thou set for them, as for Arabian in the wilderness, and thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms and with thy wickedness."
All right, so now your land is polluted, man. Your land is no good. All right? And typically, when the land is no good, what do they do to make that land fertile again? They burn it. Hey, like, every time lightning strikes in the forest and it burns the forest down, all right, it looks like it's a horrible thing, and often it is. But what happens after that is that all the ashes replenishes the soil, and then the forest grows back, the jungle grows back thicker and stronger and even more vibrant. Right? So a lot of you people, the only way you're going to be cleansed is with fire, man, because you're just completely and totally defiled, man. And what man would want a woman back, all right? Especially after your boy show you a video like that. You know? So she had a whole separate life. And the one dude in the back seat was like, "You out here like this and my boy about to marry you? So, you know, you thinking he knew about that? Dude, probably real simple. She just had him fooled. You know? Whatever was going on. Hey, but you know what? Hey, love can be blind, man. He probably thought that was his girl she was down with. Because maybe around him, she was cool. But she had a whole nother life, man. And what makes you think that you can do something like that and that shit ain't never gonna come out? Right? And that's been guys, unfortunately, who are married women and then things like that come out afterwards. You know? You know, after 2-3 years of marriage and a kid or two, and all of a sudden they get this anonymous video, they open it up. You know, the night she was getting slutted out by 4 or 5 dudes. You know? And you like, well, damn. You know, as a husband, you see some shit like that, you think you're gonna want to go lay down in the room with that woman? You'll be like, what the fuck is this? You know, I knew you was with somebody before, but goddamn. All these niggas was standing on your head? Shit. Really?
Are the kids yours?
Right, exactly. That's gonna bring you a whole lot of problems. You know?
John chapter 4. Now we start at 16. How shall said unto her? Matter of fact, start up. John chapter 4, verse 15. The woman said unto him, Sir, give me this water, that I thirst not to come him to draw. Verse 16. And how shall said unto her, Go call thy husband, and come hither. Verse 17. The woman answered and said, I have no husband. And how shall say unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband. So, you know, Yahushua knew that, you know, she was tooling around, you know, and she was trying to hop down on Yahushua, you know. Verse 18, thou hast had 5 husbands.
Wow.
And he
Called them.
Yeah.
He could have gave them names if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Right?
Not bad. And whom thou hast now is not thy husband. And if that says thou true. So Yahushua knew that she had 5 other husbands. Go back to your first husband, you know.
Right. And more than likely, you know, from extrapolation, we learned that from Elder Apostle Gabar. From extrapolation, what made him do that with her, go that with her, because when she was talking to him, she was being proud. She was like, yeah, well, we're Jacob and our fathers, and she was being proud. So he had to bring her down a notch. Right? Basically, he shamed her. Wasn't no sign with the no slut shaming thing. And how was shot? He shamed her. He put her on blast. Right. Yeah, he took that pride down. She came because she came with him prideful. That's the extrapolation part, man. She was being prideful, and he had to put her down.
He gave the body count. So you got 5. Like, damn. Like, and now everybody looking at her like, damn, 5? You went from 1, 2, 3 to 5. Damn.
This is Amos 7:17. Says, therefore, thus said Yahweh, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city.
Be a harlot in the city. What's the modern day word for harlot? Boy. Go ahead.
It says, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line.
And the Lord will kill you for that behavior, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, and thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall go forth, and Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land.
There you go. That's the second time I experienced that little chick, man. I talked about her last week at the other campus, and then she showed up again this week, man. All right.
Sure.
That little broad was in the Dolly Cupcake place last week, talking about how sweet her stuff tastes. How these women can't get enough. So you already know what she on. And she was with another chick. Now she hauled up with another. Right? So that's the spirit of waters. That the little big person, Edomite. Man, she got Jake all over, lips. Women and the chicks. The dude said, hey, this chick over here saying that she know you. She got up to go talk to the chick, and she came back talking about how that was her ex. And she just wants some more of this sweet stuff. They can't get enough of eating this sweet thing about it. Literally what she said, the same little broad, man. Right? So it's a number of wickedness out there.
This is Malachi 4:1. Says, for behold, the day cometh, that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly, shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
That's right, no roots, no branch, man. Fire coming from her. She was sitting up getting blasted with that other little chick, the other little chick she was with. And I'm pretty sure he got them chicks. They don't tell her how many she been with up until now. A dude right now probably gonna get them chicks later on tonight, man. All right? Exactly. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I got another one. This Sirach 10:12 says the beginning of pride is with one departed from Yahweh, and his heart is turned away from his maker. And that's the majority of our people, man, walking in a prideful state of mind by not thinking about serving the Lord. The Lord ain't even in their mind, it ain't even in their thoughts, man. Only thing they thinking about is doing what they want to do.
Pleasing their flesh.
Yeah, then we come to them and tell them what the Lord really wants. Nah, we don't want to do that. I just like that Jeremiah 6 said.
Yeah, they want to fight you.
Yeah.
They want to get mad, literally want to fight you. Because you trying to tell them, hey, bro, hey, sister, hey, look, hey. And you try to tell them what's up, man. And you don't have to even be rude about it. You could be, I could either straight cuss you out or just tell you. The end result is the same. They get offended. Right? They get offended at the word of the Lord, man. Point blank period. Whereas it comes out with proper speech. Whether I speak like I'm an English major, all right? Or if I speak like I'm from the West Side. It don't matter, man. They still gonna be offended at it. Bring that up, brother.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen, all right? And we here in this wicked place that we in, man, all we do is follow behind the heathen, man. The heathenistic ways, all that tramping around and sleeping around, being with from man to man, that's the ways of the heathen, man. That's not our ways. All right?
You wonder why we in captivity after captivity after captivity. Because we always making a custom to heathens, and wonder why we at the bottom, why we in slavery, why we the ones getting fucked up, man.
Yeah, old Bishop Bacon and Sister Porkchop realized real quick this one for them.
Man.
They was in the church for them.
Listen to the pastor chilling, telling them lies and shit, And that's crazy. That's going to the ways of the heathen. And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
That's right. They're dismayed at the signs of heaven. And with all the prophecies and everything that's happening in the world, there's been a lot of signs in the heavens, man. And we've been rejoicing on it. Everybody else is panicking. I just watched a video with some nigga one who was freaking out over a chariot that kept changing colors and glowing and lighting up in the nighttime, and she's recording it. Talking about what the fuck is that? It's coming to burn you up, bitch.
Right.
It's gonna pick up somebody else and leave you standing there. All right?
I don't know if y'all have seen the trailer for the movie called Nope, right? About that chariot coming to fuck shit up.
Right.
That's what's coming, man.
What was she saying? No. Yeah, yes.
That chariot come to burn your ass up, the chariot come with fire like a whirlwind.
That's
like
right.
It says in Isaiah chapter 66.
And the whole world starting to see it. Matter of fact, that's really gonna make people think, because with the government finally admitting what we all knew, what most of the world knew already. But everybody got cell phones, and people all over the world. Well, they couldn't deny it anymore. It's just way too much evidence, Just like like all the injuries from a certain thing that was forced upon the people over the last couple of years. All the injuries from that. All the people dying and getting sick, they're not going to be able to hide that much longer either. They're going to try to, I guess, blame it on the new thing. They might say that. But the amount of people that are actually, getting sick and dying as a result of their injuries from something that was supposed to help them, the numbers is in the millions now. Right? So, keep following behind these people.
There's the book of Proverbs 8, I'll start at 33. Hear instruction and be wise and refuse not. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily in my gates, waiting at the post of my doors. For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord. Following the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is how you live. If you're doing anything outside of that, that's when the Lord's going to cut you off. Just like with the 2/3, they want to do what they want to do, and just like King Saul, all right, just like how it wasn't with who was it again? It was Samuel. Samuel told Saul. He told him that he said that he brought all this cattle to sacrifice it unto the Lord, but he told him that obedience is better than sacrifice. That's all Yahweh Shai wants. He wants full obedience. If you're not obedient with the Lord, like how it says right here in verse 36, but he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. Rebellious will get you killed. That's what the scriptures talk about. Rebellious is a sin of witchcraft. And the Lord, the scriptures talk about that I suffer not a wish to live. That's what the Lord's about to do. He's about to cut off 2/3 of his nation because they want to be rebellious. So all the Lord can give them is death.
Man, you know what? We get ready to shut down anyway, man. We're going to wrap it up, get out of here. We got the last couple scriptures. Anybody got one?
So, this is Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots, like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. And that's how the Lord, when the Lord returns, when Yahweh returns, he's going to come with his angels, his chariots, and it's going to be nothing but destruction, man. Hey, it talks about that, I come not to meet thee as man. The scripture said that I come not to set peace on the earth, but with a sword. And I'm going to keep going, verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Now you'll never hear this scripture come out in the church.
That's right, man. And I'm thinking of right now. I'm thinking of Jeremiah 27:15, man. Because she straight sold him out. She helped Jake plot on that damn Edomite, man. And then they took his phone, and then she took his stuff, and they all went different directions, man. and he showed her how much of a lie Esau Edom is, because there wasn't nothing wrong with him. He got up and started running. Right. He was laying there screaming, making all that noise and all that ruckus. All right. And then they scatter and they go and breed it, brother. And Big Titty Edomite, bro, to give a damn about her own people, man. Which is probably why he tried to spit on Jake. He was jealous. He was mad. All right, go ahead, brother.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 1. This is exactly what the brother was going into.
Give me that Job.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 1. The brother of Egypt. Behold, the Lord Yahweh, which is Yahweh Shai, by the way, rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the eyes of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst thereof. So, our people, the people of this world, instead of the Lord, the men who understand that, the chariots it's our salvation, their hearts gonna melt, man. They're gonna be afraid. The point is, Yahweh Shai is coming with a company of angels jumping chariots, man. So-called UFOs, and they coming into Egypt. Babylon the Great, just like it says in the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8, the Lord, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, but he will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob,
Yeah, this is the last one. That Job 27:15, I believe.
Now this is Job.
They widow should not weep.
Oh yeah. This is Job 27:15. It says, those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widow shall not weep.
There it is, man. Alright? Esau got cold cock, was spitting in the Jake's face because he was jealous that he's with the big titty slut. Alright? Everybody with her, man. Well, don't be mad. she for the streets, homie. Alright? Right, she getting different penis every week. Alright? But nevertheless, he got cracked and got set down. My man set him down with one. I didn't see it. Alright? And then he laid there screaming, making all that noise. Alright? Because if you spit on somebody, you should be expecting to get hit. Right? Okay? You should be expecting a fight shortly thereafter. Alright? But then the little Jake chick snatched his phone when he was trying to call 911. And then the Edomite chick took all his belongings and walked across and got on the train like she wasn't even with him. Right? Hey, Esau. That was beautiful, man. Yo, women turn it on you, man. We're gonna wrap it up, brother. Hey, so with that, man, we're gonna give all praise, all honor, and glory.
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Mapataza.
What about the ball?
Above the ball!
All right, immediately to the spot. We'll have all business when we get there.
Any brother don't have a ride. Speak up now.
I don't have a ride.
Don't stop at no stones. Go straight to the spot.